are facing destruction. When you say today there is suppression, there is torture in your homeland of Tibet, what has nonviolence brought you?
This very room, I think almost 30 years ago, even more than, Mustang in Nepal, some Tibetan guerrillas with help of CIA. At that time, this is some Tibetan youth. They very much sort of attracted about violence. So then this very room, they asked me, they expressed their sort of view. And I asked them, yes, okay. If we follow a violent way, then we need weapon. From where we get weapon? And they say, Pakistan or Kashmir area or this area. Okay. Then money to buy these weapons. And later is Afghanistan also they mentioned. Then, yes, okay. And money, from where we get money to buy these weapons? Just, of course, 10 guns is nothing. We need substantial sort of weapons. Even we get substantial weapons, then how to send to Tibet? Through India, impossible. Through Nepal, impossible.
Are you saying it's not practical?
Oh, yes. And also, most important is, we have to live side by side with Chinese people. If Tibetan involve bloodshed from Chinese body, how they sort of pain their emotion? That's very bad for long run sort of relation. Look, India is sort of course, the independence or the freedom movement, non-violent way. As a result, India's relation with other Commonwealth and also the Britain, very well. Although in the past, some cases, some violence took place, but basically under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, through non-violent way.
But it has not worked yet.
So the Tibetan case also, in any way, Tibetan, even I think a few 100,000 Tibetan armed, how can challenge millions of liberation army? These are impossible. Morally wrong, practically also wrong. Then most important for long future. And then also we generally, basically we are Buddhist community. If we implement violence, although theoretically violent as an action not so important. Important is motivation, compassionate motivation, and right sort of goal. However, once we involve violence, unpredictable. One of the aspects of violence is unpredictable. If you involve violence, then unexpected consequences also happen. Now, many parts of the world, including the United States sort of policy, it happened like that. So then, like the United States, a very powerful nation, handling Iraqi, Afghanistan, use military forces, not very successful. And our case, 6 million Tibetan. And then the Liberation Army, I think more than 2 millions with modern weapon. These things, although fortunately, even Tibetan youth organization, they fully support about our non-violent approach. Some individual, when they too much emotion, they simply, they express, oh, look, mujahideen. but mujahideen sort of violence never bring moral support to the rest of the world, and they become more isolated. So because we strictly following non-violent principle, so many parts of the world really, I say, fully support. One reason, some is my friend in Europe, actually openly told me, you are committing non-violent very strictly, therefore we are supporting you. If you commit violence, we will withdraw our support. That's clear. And use violence. No room of reason. Non-violence, there is always room of reason. Our strength is truth. Truth always they have the reasons. No truth, lie. After all, no strength. So, if you are telling lie, not sort of truthful, then there is no other choice except use violence, use force. There is no way to argue, no way to reasoning.
Is China telling a lie?
You should judge. I think one regrettable thing is Chinese lies to outside world. It's understandable, but Chinese government lie to their own people. It's immoral, I feel. The censorship. Free world's information, Chinese cannot censor. But censorship means fool their own people. Their own people put in dark. It is morally wrong. Transparency is very, very important. So our side, everything transparent. Nothing to hide. All this because we have truth. I always telling our supporters, I do not consider as a pro-Tibetan, but rather pro-justice. Since our issue, and also the way handling our issue, truthful, honesty, non-violent, peaceful, with compassionate attitude.
But when for the Tibetan people will your policy of nonviolence
I don't know.
reap them rewards? You don't know.
That's difficult to say. But I feel, many of us usually feel only matter of time. The truthful sort of approach through non-violent way and growing number support from Chinese community is a positive sign. Only question of time. Otherwise, mutually agreeable solution definitely will achieve. And our approach, middle way means one side victory, one side defeat, not that. In any case, the present sort of crisis of Tibet and some other sort of crisis within China is neither good for local concerned people and the Chinese government and Chinese people as a whole, particularly the Hu Jintao, president, he emphasizes importance of promotion of harmonious society. It's very scientific and it is very important. But then the proper way to bring harmony, not by gun, silenced all sort of different views by gun, it's mistake. It's counterproductive. Compromise listen others' view and approach realistic way, that is the way to promote harmony, harmonious society. Whether there's different so-called the ethnic groups or different nationals or groups, I mean different what to call different ethnic groups. Or different provinces, and even within the family. Harmony, very important. But harmony, unity, harmony, very important. These things completely based on trust. Gun brings fear. Trust and fear cannot go together. So therefore, their policy using force and telling lie. It's the very basis of harmony, the trust, equality, destroying. Very sad.